Hello everyone, welcome to the latest edition of House of Hobbies 216. In this episode, we're going to be covering the playoff edition of the Air Jordan 12. As we jump into the sneaker review, real quick backstory. Today is October 3rd, and back on September 28th, the latest version of the Air Jordan 12 was I guess they're calling them the Barons, due to Michael Jordan taking the time off back in the day to play baseball. The team he played for was the Barons, so the Air Jordan 12 that released the other day was this gray and black colorway. So when I saw that, I was like, wow. These would look cool if that gray was white instead. Little did I know they wound up making a set just like that in 2022. And that is these. These are the playoff edition of the Air Jordan 12. It's called the playoffs because MJ did wear these in the playoffs the year that these released. However, he debuted them in the All-Star game of that year. So we're going to check out the bottom here, the outsole of this sneaker. As you can see, it has that herringbone traction pattern on the forefoot and the heel area of this sneaker. Air Jordan 13 had that as well. I did a couple Air Jordan 13 reviews on the red and black Flint as well as the blush colorway that they came out with. I did a review on that recently as well, and they all have that traction pattern with the herringbone. Really helps for stopping when you're running around. So you check out this middle section of the outsole, or the bottom of the sneaker. It has a carbon fiber shank plate coming across this design here, whether you're playing basketball or whatever. This flexes really well. It gives you a lot of support in the middle of your foot. The midsole is quite similar to me. It's similar in the way it feels on the Air Jordan 13. I mean, I know the Jordan 13, that midsole is covered with a synthetic suede, but it's the same material. Unfortunately, I'm hoping that this doesn't happen on these, but I have heard that going back to the 2012 version of this area of the shoe does like to yellow over time, and it had some lows that came out in 2017 as well that did the same thing, but hopefully that's not the case, and the materials have been upgraded since then. Inside, you're going to find full-length Zoom air cushioning. I've been told that's very comfortable whether you're playing basketball indoors or outdoors. However, that's not something I would recommend. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, but I'm not into tearing up my sneakers on the court. I mean, I've said that in other videos before. I mean, these are probably a little bit too nice for that. So the leather on the upper part of the sneaker is a tumble leather. It's in black, obviously, and it runs from the top near to the rear of the shoe. I've heard some people say that the leather on a lot of older Jordan sneakers was probably a little bit better quality than this. I mean, but from my estimation, it seems fine. It feels good, and I mean, I guess maybe time will tell, but I don't see an issue with it. Bringing it around to the eyelets on the shoelaces, they're made of plastic this time around. They have a nice metallic finish. You also have the Jordan Brand logo, the Jumpman, the 23, and a tag on the back that says "Quality inspired by the greatest player ever." And lastly, we bring it around to the upper part of this sneaker, which has this very nice genuine leather, has a lizard skin-like print. And we already have the contrast with the black and the white, but we also have a contrast of two different leathers, with this genuine leather having this lizard print and then the tumble leather itself. So that really brings the shoe out, and it really sets it off in my opinion. As far as sizing goes, the Air Jordan 12 runs true to size. There's no real need to go up half a size unless you really want to. The sneaker will need some break-in time, as I mean, most Jordans and new sneakers anyway need some break-in time, so that's cool. It's very comfortable, has a polyurethane midsole. It'll be very good for just casual wear, or if you want to break them out on the court and do your thing, have at it. Before I conclude this edition of House of Hobbies, I wanted to say thanks to everyone who helped my Jordan 9 review reach over 1,000 views. Not a big deal to some, but this is the first video. That's the first video I ever had that hit over 1,000 views. And I got a lot of different content and things I've done and different work on my channel, and it meant a lot for you guys to check that out. So everyone who looked at that, I appreciate it. Next goal is try to get this one right along with it. This will conclude my review of the Jordan 12, the playoff edition. Remember, I found these on StockX because I was a little late to the game. They dropped in 2022. So they were around $250. However, the new Baron edition, the gray and the black version of this sneaker, did just drop on September 28th. Retailing right now around $200. If you felt like you wanted to skip out or miss out on this version of that sneaker, then you can move over to Nike.com, and a few other places have it readily available. Multiple sizes still there. Per usual, we always wrap up with some on-foot shots. I'm going to give you those in 1 second. But before I do that, I want to say, as always, be blessed, stay safe, take care, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.